All right, in this video we're going to walk through lesson plan. These are things that we've talked about before already. I just want to show you another example of them. I'm going to be posting this sample lesson plan on the website as well, since I have handwritten annotations on it. Some of these things you need to concern yourself about, some of these you don't. IEP for individual education plan, things you'll learn more about that as you get further into graduate school and student teaching, etc. Here you see the context laid out pretty clearly. Why does this matter? How is it going to apply to what's happening in the big picture of the classroom? So if you consider the lesson plan as a single snapshot, one day of what's happening in the big picture of your room, you need to kind of tell me as your audience, whether I'm your teacher, your observer, or whatever, how this lesson fits in with the rest of what's happening in the room. Here we have our objectives and our connections. Again, I've talked before how connections probably should come before objectives, since usually the connections inspire the objectives. But either way, the objectives are what the students will know, understand, or be able to do. And these are also, as my note here says, the things that will be assessed. So here I have strong verbs: develop, complete, concise sentences, recognize syntactical and grammatical inconsistencies. Now, these are what students are going to be able to do in the end. You can also put on here knowledge, things that they will know if there's something particular they need to know. So maybe students will know the difference between a clause and a phrase. Maybe students will know the difference between a predicate, adjective, and whatever else. And then connections. We walked through how to find this on the Common Core website. That website's also referenced and linked on the Blackboard site. It has to be grade level appropriate, should be easy to walk through. And this relates, as I say over here, to the summative assessment, what students should be able to do on their own at the end of the entire unit. Brief resources, and then here. You don't have to list the time like this one does, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. It may help you out, some people do that. But I very clearly have, in my terrible handwriting, enter, explore, and extend here. Italics for teacher script, things you want to make certain that you say to the class. A lot of teachers will do that. Sometimes people will highlight them after they do that so that they make it a point to say that to their students. And here we have the assessment plan. The formative, this is the objective from up top on the lesson plan, that it's formative and how I will see it, and then the summative, in the end, what students are going to be able to do and how this particular skill that you're assessing formatively will apply in the summative assessment itself. Here we see that's going to be a final personal essay. These are some good essential questions to help with this. How do I know that they know it or can do it? And then here, what will they or can they do with the new skills in the summative? That should give you another overview of everything expected with the lesson plan. We're going to talk a little bit about content of the lesson, and I'm going to put up an announcement about that. My main concern is that we're making certain to stay with specific grammatical skills and how they are used rhetorically to affect the message. It's not about the rule, it's about the message. Keep that in mind. If you have any questions, you know how to get a hold of me. You're welcome to email me. If you don't get me an email, you might even try calling me. A couple of emails get kicked to junk mail sometimes. Hope things are going well. I look forward to seeing you soon.